Hello everyone and welcome back to the Railway Shed. And welcome to the first review of 2024. Today we'll be looking at a rather special set, Triang Hornby, the Midlander. This set as a Christmas present recently as a gift from my grandparents, of which I'm very grateful for. I believe that the set dates back to the 1970s, so as of now is approaching roughly 55 years old. However, don't let the age of this set make you think it's any less good than anything else. So, without any further ado, let's take a look inside what's in the Midlander. As you can see from the box, this set has a lovely artist depiction of the train presented in the set. You can even see this down to the engine within the picture having the model railway drawbar as well as hook and loop couplers. Personally, I find this art so much more impressive than the corporate designs that we get modernly on train sets. I know they're digital for the modern train sets, but these inspire such elegance within the set and make it something to be appreciated. Now, let's take a look inside what you get in the set. You get a Triang Hornby Fowler 4P in LMS Crimson Lake, 2 British Railways standard Mark 1 coaches, 1 composite and 1 brake, the composite having a first class section, as well as this, uniquely to my set, a Royal Mail coach. I don't believe this was originally in the train set, but because mine does not come with track or any other accessories, I'm supposed that the person who sold this to my grandparents threw this in as a little freebie. Let's take a look at the star of the show, the 4P Fowler. The engine has minimal detail, but from a 1970s model this should be expected. It does have separately painted works plates, handrails which have sadly worn off mine, as well as the livery of the LMS on both the tender and the locomotive. We also have separately fitted safety valves, as well as a moulded in BR headcode board, which is there, I guess. The middle wheel does not have a flange, which I believe is to improve the engine's performance on tighter radius curves. The tender has plastic wheels, which could be expected, and axles that go within to the moulding of the tender, so you can see them poking outwards. And a rather detailed coal load for the time that this engine was produced, as well as the number 3775, as well as some rivet detailing. My locomotive has a fireman fitted, however no driver. You can connect the locomotive to the tender by the simple bar and hook, which inserts as such. Of course, no pickups or anything are within the tender, it acts more as a wagon. The engine can operate completely independently. A fun fact is that this moulding would eventually become the moulding that Hornby used for the Thomas and Friends range James. Now let's take a look at the Mark I coaches. For their time, I find these to be heavily detailed, though they are made of plastic. They have metal wheels and moulded interiors, as well as printed British Railways logos. A nice detail of this coach is how it has the first class section within the front half of the coach, and you can see it has lavatories either side. The gangway doors are also rather nice, though they are moulded. These coaches have the standard D-type cupola. As for the brake coach, you can see that half the coach is made up of a luggage section as well as a guard's room, though the coach still has some corridor stock. This is also very finely detailed and has the standard D coupling. These are two of my favourite coaches I have in my collection. Now, we've seen this engine's detail, but let's take a brief look at its performance. Keep in note that these older models typically work best once they've been run for a while and warmed up, and their joints loosened to an extent. This one has been running on my layout as I've been building the layout, which you will see soon on my new videos, but still is a bit creaky and stiff in the joints. So let's give her some juice. That's her slow speed. She is prone to stalling, but quite soonly resumes. Let's speed her up a bit to about 30% speed, if she chooses to work. A rather gentle speed. Now let's take it in reverse. I will nudge this slightly as she is on a point. So good in reverse. Let's see what this engine looks like at a slightly higher speed. Moderately. Now, we've seen how this engine's run, so I'll leave you with some running footage of this engine. Now, with the trainset reviews, I don't typically rank them because they're train sets and meant to be enjoyed by slightly younger audiences that are just getting into the hobby. Professional models, though, might be a bit older than what people are accustomed to now, I rate more efficiently, shall I say. Apologies for the shorter video. I've seen recently that on my longer form videos that are roughly about 15 to 20 minutes long, that the watch time on them deeply plummets within the 2-minute marks. By doing this and making the video slightly shorter, I hope it will engage the audience more and gain more retention. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.